Hey guys, what day is it, Father Fortenberry?
Hump day.
Hump day.
I can say hog day.
And we got a damn good show for y'all tonight.
Damn good.
Look, the golden age of television, it is no more. Jerry Seinfeld was talking about it. We're going to talk about it too. Another topic about movies. We're going to go from TVs to movies. In this generation, raising your kids, what's a movie you'd want them to see to say that, hey, this is how you ought to be living your life? Does that movie even exist anymore? But first and foremost, Father Fortenberry, how are you this evening?
I was in a rush. I had just got back from soccer practice.
Wedding rehearsal?
No, not wedding rehearsal.
You playing soccer?
I am playing soccer. I'm in a Pee Wee league.
You play goalie?
Dominate.
He identifies as a kid.
He plays
I
goalie.
identify as an 8-year-old. No, my little boy, my little Pele is playing soccer, so we'll see how that goes. But check me out, Father Fortenberry, LFTP on the X. You can find me on OnlyGram, or not only Drams.
I got what you said.
OnlyGram. That's for like old people.
That's the weed out.
No, that's the old people. OnlyGram.
Hold just a second. Go see if we can buy OnlyGrams right quick.
Yeah, I don't worry. Before I post it, we're gonna get OnlyGram.
OnlyGrams.
Yeah, go check me out. The only place where my secondary drops. Look, it dropped even more when I added
You're
my
live.
No.
All right, hold on, save it. We'll talk about it in a minute. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. D-Dub, what's happening, my brother?
You're either selling one or two things. You're selling either drugs or Teddy Grahams.
Or grandmas.
Little baggies of Teddy Grahams. Not a lot. May the 1st be with you.
May the 1st.
Well, I won't be here on the 4th.
It's the 4th.
I don't know when the 4th is.
It's 3 days from now.
Gary.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Where are you going to be this weekend, Gary?
I will be at the Black Knight Foundation Kentucky Derby.
And what you going to be doing out there?
I'm gonna be betting on the horses, baby. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, but what can people win if they go out there?
I think they can win a few things. I think they can win like coolers and shirts and other stuff. And I don't know what else is out there, but there's a lot of other stuff you could possibly win.
Okay.
But you could also, may the 4th be with you, and I hope
May the 4th.
I hope the 4th is also with the horse I bet on.
Who you betting on?
I don't know yet. I usually bet on the Arkansas Derby winner, but the Arkansas Derby winner is disqualified from participating.
Imperfect Arkansas
I'd bet
Derby
on him
fan.
anyway. Buck the system.
Marty Marr, what's happening with you, player?
Bourbon nerd in the house. I'm doing good. Just trying to get this week over with, 'cause we got a Cinco de Mayo party this weekend.
But it happens on the 4th.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with us on the 5th.
On the 5th.
Yeah.
If you go 4th on the 5th,
On the 5th.
What if you go 5th on the 4th?
I was asked backwards.
I'm pleading the 5th after the 4th.
The 5th.
Yeah.
So look, I was thinking about
3
something.
to the 4
What you
to the
thinking
5.
about?
What was that song?
I don't know
Shorty
that one.
looking at me.
Get
I look in
tipsy.
my eyes.
Getting
That's it,
tipsy.
get tipsy.
That's it.
Get
With-
tipsy.
with-
Get low. Is that get low?
Who sung that?
Everybody get
Get low.
tipsy. Jaquan.
Jaquan.
Is it Jaquan?
I think it was Jacob.
Probably
I
not.
thought that was like too short.
It's
or
something like that.
Too short.
All right.
Yeah. So look, I was thinking about something today.
What you
I
thinking
got a question. Do y'all watch TV anymore? Like TV, like
Nope.
Like
Monday
shows.
night sitcom, Friday night TGIF.
No, I watch all streaming stuff.
No.
Does anybody look? Because I remember even not that long ago, like on Monday nights was How I Met Your Mother. That was a hilarious show, right?
I never watched it.
You did not.
I couldn't.
TGIF though, when y'all were younger than me, so y'all were
that's
young
nice.
enough
Oh,
for TGIF.
That's
Friday
nice.
night was TV. Saturday night when I was a kid was TV night too. You had
Yeah.
Straight up nostalgia.
oh so good stuff.
No, but
Thursday night.
Saturday morning cartoons though.
Saturday morning,
Yep.
all of that. So
Channel 5
what
wrestling.
are the shows right now that you can tell your kids like go watch that because it's wholesome, it's funny, and it teaches you life lessons? Is there one out there?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I was about to say
That's
South
what
Park,
Annabelle
but
watches right now.
it's not for kids. But it tells you what's going on in the world, though.
So there's not one show right now on television or on streaming that you tell your kids, you know what, you can go watch this adult show. This adult show.
What adult shows could we watch as a kid?
Cosby Show.
That was an adult show.
It was, but okay. I'm not using today's standards because
Different World.
Different World's good.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, all those are great.
Okay.
Family Matters, Step by
Family
Step.
Matters, Step by Step.
Who was a better TV dad, Philip Banks or Carl Winslow?
I like
Carl
Carl
Winslow.
Winslow.
I got Carl Winslow, man.
Carl
He wasn't
Winslow.
rich. He was a blue collar dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's Carl.
But really, what? So why is that? Jerry Seinfeld recently come out and he said that He just produced his first show. He's like 70 years old, but he said comedy died because of wokeism. Think about all those. I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah, you
when
can't
I
say
was a
anything
kid,
anymore.
the Fat Albert cartoon show was out there, and there is no way you could. I think I said this before. No way you could remake Fat Albert.
No,
Because
no.
just the fact they called him fat, somebody be offended. You know what? I'm fat and fabulous, and you cannot offend me.
Yeah, it
and
would be
fabulous.
slightly.
I'm like Lizzo.
It'd be slightly overweight
But
than them.
I'm like Lizzo, but less potato-ish.
Do you think that now, like the sitcoms now, I think there's
What are
Is
sitcoms?
there a sitcom?
no,
now?
there's not, because in all those, like we were just naming, you could watch that show by itself, and within that show, there was a moral to the story of that
Every
show. Of every show.
You can go back in time all the way to Leave It to Beaver.
But now the shows now are just to get you to watch the next show. There's not a like this is the moral. of
No,
this.
no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It's to watch the
you
next
actually,
show.
You actually hit on what I was fixing to ask you. What did you prefer, a sitcom that was a 30-minute story or one that was a progressive story?
Both. There were certain ones. No, I'm telling you why.
Only when Netflix hits.
There
like
were certain
progressive stories.
programs that would always conclude a story, but there was always a backstory that made it.
yeah,
along with
Like Night Court was a 30-minute
oh, what a show!
to itself.
Great.
yeah.
show.
MASH was a progressive story.
And yeah, it was. But they always had a storyline that finished at the end of the show. But the thing is, we're so like in the moment. I mean, these shorts, we're doing some shorts right now that get like 7,000 views, and people are literally watching all 14 seconds of that short, but they won't go watch our podcast for more than 10 seconds.
Tell your
Because
kids.
Maybe we should do a
It's
10-second
attention
podcast.
span.
And it's also because there's an insane amount of options today than there was
Well, that's
back
true.
then.
I don't. But we cannot name one sitcom right now. I can name one.
What was the
Young
last?
Shelton?
What was the last?
Is that
great,
still on? I have no idea.
It is.
What was the last great family sitcom you can remember?
Family.
Family
Family
sitcom?
sitcom.
Wow.
Oh,
How I Met
jeez.
Your Mother was really good.
Was that considered fake?
It wasn't that long ago.
But it was kind of crude. They had sex
It was
jokes in it.
crude.
Does
What is it? Boy.
That's a tough one. I mean, it's been a while.
does
been a while.
does It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Does that count? That they were a family.
That's still
They
on
don't have kids.
today,
Yeah,
but that's on cable.
That's a
and
great.
It's not a
That
show
is a
live over.
great. That is a great sitcom, but it's not family sitcom.
It's not
Look,
family
if you
sitcom.
can think of today's sitcom that you would consider like a family sitcom, put it in the comments. And by the way, while you're there, subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
I'll tell y'all actually I have two.
You have two.
grossly underrated sitcoms.
Yep.
Scrubs is one of my all-time
never
favorites.
watched
One of my all-time favorites.
Never watched
Scrubs.
it.
Was
It
that,
was sort of cringe to me. I don't know
Really?
why.
Which
I just
one was
didn't like
Scrubs?
Never
it.
watched it.
Well, they were
I
in the
didn't either.
hospital. The interns in the hospital.
oh yeah, that one
It was
pretty good.
dumb humor. It was dumb.
It
It was
was.
dumb humor, but it was bro comedy. It was there was
So it's basically what we are.
there's,
Maybe we're the sitcom of today.
and
We are the Cosby Show.
My Name is
of
Earl.
our See, I never got into My Name Is Earl.
my name
either.
is Earl
Neither
was
did I.
I
outstanding.
didn't. I remember it.
Malcolm in the Middle. Did y'all watch that one?
I watched some of it. I know what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
you
watched
know
a lot
what?
of it.
To me, Malcolm in the Middle was the first one where the dad was portrayed as an idiot.
Really?
He
That's
was.
the first
You
one.
know, I think I
Yes.
know.
The first one.
I think I know
Think
what the
about it.
last thing I watched on TV was, like that I can remember actually
Yep.
watching, and it's been a long time ago. I think the last thing I watched every episode of on TV was 24.
Dude, that's a long time ago.
Oh, that's
All
a
right,
long
now
time
for
ago.
me, it would have been Yellowstone, but I streamed it, so it don't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I would say
I
the last
watched
thing I
all
watched was Modern Family.
Oh, that's the last sitcom I watched. You are
Yeah.
exactly right.
That's the last one I watched.
So along the same lines, what did you say? Well,
No, I take that back. That 80s or
that
70s
70s
show.
no.
the new one,
The Goldbergs.
Goldbergs.
That was the last one I watched.
Blackish. Did you ever watch that?
I tried, and it was some of it was
but
good.
it's still the same time frame as Modern Family.
I know, but some of it was
What?
good, but then it started getting a little too much.
What's the one that I think it was Netflix or somewhere, but it had Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, the,
The Ranch.
The Ranch.
Ranch.
The Ranch is amazing.
it was until they figured out.
we forgot one. Y'all forgot
Oh,
we
Rooster, bro, Rooster was
Rooster's in
awesome.
jail, dude.
I know. but
Rooster
it-
for life.
y'all
Sucked,
forgot
though.
we used to hang with Mr. Cooper.
His character
Hang with
was
Mr.
great.
Cooper. That was a good show.
Marty has not said a word. He's like old like me. Marty, what is one?
I was
what is
thinking
it?
of the one that where the white couple moved next door to the black couple on.
Okay, that's awesome.
Meet the- is it-
Neighbors. It's Neighbors.
It's Neighbors.
Did y'all
Oh,
see
that's
that?
out now.
Yeah,
I know
that's,
it
that's
exists.
the last one I can remember.
Cedric the
watching.
Entertainer.
Yeah, Ced,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
It's good.
That one's hilarious.
I couldn't
But
think of the name
that
of it.
that was one of the last ones where they didn't care about
So,
political correctness.
Let's get in the Wayback Machine.
Martin.
Nostalgia. What is your favorite sitcom?
Favorite sitcom?
something out of The Office. There's no doubt with me. I watched some last night. The Office. Is there Seinfeld's?
I've
not
never
far
Well, I was
behind.
kind of talking about when we were kids, but
Kids.
Never
Cheers.
really seen it.
I mean, the Office is all, like some people.
I like Cheers.
What favorite show as a kid?
If we
is
go
kid.
back to a kid, it's Different World probably for me.
different world.
I liked Winnie Cooper.
That was a wholesome one.
That
What's the
was
name of
Wonder
that?
Years.
Wonder
Years.
Years. Yes, that was one of my
Oh,
favorites.
that was
Look,
good.
he gonna say Winnie Cooper and not say Fred Savage. If he
Yeah.
said Fred Savage,
I wasn't
Because
attracted.
look,
Everybody-
but Fred
I wasn't attracted to
Savage
Fred Savage.
was Wonder Years, and then his brother was in with the other hot chick,
I also like Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
Topanga.
oh, was that his
Topanga.
brother?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
it's
his
Ben
Oh,
brother.
Savage.
and their dad was also in wrestling on Randy Savage.
No. Look, if you are 30 plus years old and you didn't think Topanga was
Topanga was hot.
Topanga.
Oh, my
No, there is no
gosh.
Topanga was. I'm pretty sure Topanga still
actually,
is
you're right,
great.
she is, and so is Winnie Cooper. Winnie Cooper's like Gary. Me and you'd get a kick out of this. She's like a math genius. Did
Is
you
she?
know that? Yes,
I didn't know that.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Is she like that girl off of what's
Gary's-
there's a sitcom we haven't talked about, the one with the smart kids.
Gary just got a math
All right,
reaction.
I'm gonna go way
Gary's
back.
nipples are getting hard.
I'm gonna go way back to the silver screen. Did y'all?
The
Y'all
smart
are way
people.
younger than me and Marty, so we used to get all these on reruns.
Look,
I
he
Dream
acts
of
like he's a
Jeannie.
The
grandfather.
girl from
No,
Blossom.
look, I Dream
is
of
in it.
Jeannie.
She got big old nose.
That's probably the last biggest sitcom right there.
Blossom.
The girl that's in Blossom in that sitcom.
Oh, you're talking about
the Big Bang
Big
Theory.
Bang
Big
Theory.
Bang
That was
Theory,
the
yeah.
biggest one.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
It was
Yeah.
okay.
But did y'all watch I Dream of Jeannie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bewitched?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were great classics.
I like Street Genie better.
The
I prefer Gilligan's Island over both of them.
Gilligan's Island.
Oh, Gilligan's
Oh,
Island had
man,
the
Gilligan's
two
Island's
hottest chicks
awesome.
ever.
We'd have to watch them on reruns. What's the Dick Van Dyke Show? Y'all probably didn't
You
watch
big
it.
dummy.
I didn't watch Dick Van Dyke.
What
You
was
big
that?
dummy. Oh, Archie
Sanford and
Bunker.
Son.
Sanford Son
Sanford
and
and Son.
Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker could not be made. down.
I
House.
as a kid, I really liked Amen.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking about that night. 227 came on. And
I love
Amen-
227.
Amen
Amen
on
came out.
Saturday night behind it. Those were black comedies.
Yes.
With
And back then, though,
Sherman
you
Hemsley.
can Sherman Hemsley was awesome, man.
And
he
the,
was such
the-
a good.
The one from Jeffersons you talked about earlier,
got
the
one.
maid from the Jeffersons. Look, when you go back and watch the Jeffersons now, the stuff they talk about is so real to that time frame. And it was a lot about prejudice. It was a lot about crossing over between white and black.
it was
but-
a huge deal that
but
they were on the show
young
together.
People today think that they're in that world, and they are not. They have no freaking clue.
So you also asked earlier, what's a movie or something?
We're
you
gonna go
watch
to
a
that
kid to
next.
watch?
Yeah, that's another. That's
So,
another one.
I will say this is this totally off. Well, it's still a TV show from the 80s. It might have been the late 70s, but this was a groundbreaking moment. The episode of Mr. Rogers where he washed the black police officer's feet.
Okay.
I love Mr.
If
Rogers.
anybody
Mr. Rogers was a
watches,
baller, dude.
there was a
Rogers
Mr. Rogers like documentary, and that dude was like really Mr. Rogers.
He was the guy.
like the guy. He was what he portrayed himself as. And they look back and show this episode that Jamie's talking about, where he washed the feet of the black officer, as groundbreaking.
Yes,
Because and he didn't care that there was a black man there,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Mr. Rogers on PBS, Captain Kangaroo. Y'all probably don't remember that dude.
Yeah.
I know he
No.
exists, but that's
Yeah, that was when I was like wee little bit
Yeah.
kid.
I remember
But-
watching
About that.
Bozo the Clown in the morning at my
Bozo.
grandma's house.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't watch both.
Remember the last game they tried to throw the balls into the buckets or whatever? That dude's creepy,
Look,
man.
I only had antenna all the way up till I went to college.
no. We had basic. We had 10, and then we went to basic.
You
I
had that
had-
box where you had to
I had
slide.
four-
Yeah,
I
we had
had
3 channels.
4.
Then we had 5, and then we went to like 13.
Yeah, I'd air up to like
Yeah,
12 or
10.
13.
Y'all are too young to remember
PBS.
Happy Days.
I watched Happy
And
Days.
Three's Company. Oh
I will-
my God!
and
You
Mama's
could not
Family?
make- and Mama's
Because
Family.
Three's Company and Mama's
Mama's
Family
Family
come
was
out
great.
back to back.
It's
Okay,
awesome.
Mama's
No.
Family may be the funniest one.
Golden,
That
Girl-
Oh,
Golden Girls.
That's
had
right there. Yes,
Gold
you thought the same
Girl.
thing I did.
I take Mama's
Yo-
Family over Golden Girls
I would too.
every day.
No.
I like
Every
Golden
day.
Girls.
No.
Dude.
I like
Every
I like
day.
Golden
Look.
Girl.
Thank you for being a friend.
We had-
Just 'cause they had a good
Travel
song.
down the road and
Marty,
back again.
You just had
We
the
had,
hot
uh,
for
we had
Wilson.
Satellite.
All right, y'all
The
never.
full dish.
All right,
Remember that?
No,
Look.
hey,
We-
time out.
yeah.
Time out.
The big dish.
It
Time out.
turned
Let me
like
tell
when
y'all
you
something.
change the channels.
Golden Girls, when that show aired, you want to know how old Blanche was in the show?
How old?
40.
1.
41. Okay.
She's younger than I am, but she was an old woman.
Look, there was a sitcom from Marty and I
Ain't no
when we
way.
were young, and I remember my parents, they would come on late at night. It was called Soap. Do you remember Soap?
I don't remember.
It had.
It was that like,
No, it had. It was like really raunchy for the time.
oh, go ahead.
Soap. It was Soap.
Something we have not touched on.
What?
The great British comedies. Mr. Bean and Are You Being Served?
Are You Being
Are you
Served?
being served?
I
Not
didn't-
bad. But I'm telling y'all, The Office is number one for me.
Tales
Number
from
one
the Crypt.
Office.
Oh,
There-
Tales from the Crypt.
Absolutely Fabulous is another
What
one.
about night shows
night shows.
like Arsenio Hall?
Oh,
I
that
used to
was
love
great.
watching Arsenio
Those
Hall.
are sitcoms.
I like Conan when Conan was still cool. Like
They
when
don't
he-
have that anymore either.
No,
not really.
nothing like that.
Now, my favorite.
Or
even-
Saturday Night Live.
Well, that goes back to you can't make jokes anymore. Like, people
Yes.
everybody gets offended.
my favorite one was Stephen Colbert back
You know who
before
don't
he
give a
swapped
damn
over.
though? Sorry.
Yeah, I know what you're finna say.
The black guy.
Matt Rife.
Just general,
Matt
just a
Ryan.
general
No,
black person.
you know the dude at the top of comedy.
Chappelle.
Chappelle don't give a damn. He's gonna
he
say
don't.
whatever.
Chappelle.
All right, now you go ahead.
Chappelle. No.
You lost your
You'll
point.
never know my story.
Oh, okay.
I forgot it too. I'll never know anything.
This comes. I think the next topic came from Wes, right? Did Wes send you that, or
Yes.
yes? All right. So look, in today's era, we talked about sitcoms, the golden age of sitcoms. What is a movie that you would suggest or want to share with your kids that you're like, this means you're raising kids right? Did I get it right?
Yeah, yes, but he doesn't mean to the extent of like wholesome. You're raising your kids right. If they,
I'm gonna start.
So here was his.
Yep.
He said, "This is how I know I'm raising my kids right." His daughter's seen Young Frankenstein.
Okay. Napoleon Dynamite.
Huh? Like,
It's a good
hold,
one.
hold on.
I got
I'm not getting
one.
the question.
I got like a serious
So
one.
This is like when you go, I'm raising my kids right. When Xander
watches this show and likes it.
watches this show and likes it.
Oh,
Okay, I misunderstood, but I was gonna say Remember the Titans.
Well, yeah.
Annabelle and Owen too, but Annabelle mainly watches Remember the Titans like twice a week.
that's a good
It's a
show.
great
Wow.
story.
I remember
It
that.
really is.
That's
It's a
a great
great story. I
It
remember
is.
us watching it in the movie theater and crying like some
I-
sisters.
Do you know
was
what?
there.
There's few movies. I remember a few movies. I remember me and Jamie watching Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
That's a good movie.
I never heard of it. He said, "Hey, I rented this movie. You want to watch it with me?"
Good movie.
And God, how did we laugh at Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
We sit in my living room. I had the little White House in Earl.
Yeah, over
They rent-
behind the
yeah.
high school.
Yep, and
So,
we
uh,
laughed.
And the bad dog.
And the-
Bad dog. That dog liked me then.
My kids just watched 21 Jump Street and laughed and laughed and laughed.
Well, you know, I mentioned last episode, Sam. I mentioned Edward Scissorhands. He's like, "What is that?" Right? But we watch. Look, Gary, what's a movie that you want Xander to experience and go, "Hey, that I know."
So the story is no longer known to be true, but Rudy was a great story.
That's
great
perfect
story.
for you. That fits you perfect.
I love
Yeah,
Rudy.
Rudy's a good story.
Mr. Positivity.
I would want my son to sit down and watch Goonies.
Yeah, Goonies.
Goonies
I
is-
thought about
I know
Goonies.
mine had. I think didn't we watch Goonies
is
together?
good. I don't know. We watched
Goonies is one of my all-time favorites.
You know what that Rudy and Goonies have in common? Sean Astin.
Yes.
Marty, you
I
got
don't even know who
something?
that is.
Y'all know how I would travel.
Main character.
I had to say Chevy Chase
Any of the vacations?
vacation movie.
I
They're
was about
hilarious.
to say funny.
Now,
Farm.
Mac loves.
But my
Christmas
son's grown,
Vacation.
so-
Mac loves Christmas Vacation.
See, my favorite is the original.
The original
no,
was
no.
my favorite.
Christmas is my favorite. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Do you know, I remember being in
that's-
It's
college.
my favorite Christmas movie. but-
I remember being in college, so that would have been like the early 90s. Y'all was still
Like 1890s or
no 1994, probably five. Marty
that was
comes to
turn of the
visit.
century.
And Marty, what did we watch? Vacation.
Vacation.
You know what we watched when I was in college? Major Payne.
That's
Oh,
that's
Major,
cool.
my kids
Oh.
have seen it. It's a great
I
movie.
That's a good one.
That's great.
Yeah.
Look, the
The
original.
dude can't hear it. He's
No,
like,
I'm
"I
gonna tell
will
you
put
what.
My foot
I had
in
Sam
your-"
watch
That's great.
that from my youth was like oh my God, this is it. Red Dawn.
The original Red
The
Dawn. Patrick
original,
Swayze.
yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think I need
Outsiders too was another.
I think
one.
I need to
Outsider's
get my
good.
kid to sit down
Red
and watch
Dawn
one of my favorites as a kid, Princess Bride.
All right,
As
I
you
never
wish.
watched it.
As you wish.
I've
You know
never,
a good one of my kids
What?
haven't.
I've never seen.
How have you
Princess
never
Bride.
seen the Princess Bride?
Oh my gosh.
My kids
neither.
haven't seen it
Oh.
yet.
I think we were maybe too old.
Platoon.
Platoon.
Oh,
No, Sam hadn't either.
My kids haven't seen it yet, but Platoon's a good
So
movie.
like my kids have
What's the
watched
other one?
Boogie
Full
Nights.
Metal Jacket. I
I
always
would say
grew
Full Metal Jacket.
Platoon and Full Metal Jacket go together.
And
for me.
Scarface. They all go together.
Oh no! Now look, I was like older.
Scarface is good.
I was like older.
I was about 20s when
I was
Yeah.
almost 30 when I watched The Godfather for the first time.
You was almost 50 before you had a pizza.
I know.
Pizza.
But
Mexican
I'm gonna tell you
Mexican
what,
pizza, yeah.
the
How,
Godfather
man?
trilogy is like
You shouldn't even be allowed to
folks
be
got
a
to
big
watch
man.
that because it tells you how to be a man.
Let me get on this.
Uh-oh.
So Wes brings up Young Frankenstein.
I've never watched it.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God! What the hell is
never.
wrong with
I
y'all?
don't even know
I'm
what
not a
Young
movie
Frank-
watcher.
That's with
I've
the
never seen
Gene. What's his face in it?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah.
Who is Gene Wilder?
Holy shit!
Willy
dude.
Wonka.
Who is Taylor Boone?
Willy Wonka, the original Willy Wonka.
Here.
Have you ever seen Blazing
Blazing
Saddles?
Yeah, of course.
What did you say? What do you mean? Of course. But you've never seen Young Frankenstein?
Or Princess
Never.
Bride.
Young Frankenstein might be better than Blazing Saddles.
I'll watch it like in the next 6 weeks.
Like I still quote this to this day. Whenever somebody's following me, I'll say, "Walk this way," and I walk funny.
I thought you was walking like
No, 'cause
I
like
thought you were talking about Aerosmith.
Igor says, "Walk."
See, we're on the same
Look,
page.
Igor says, "Walk this way," and he like leans over with the cane.
Have
and he
you-
I
steps-
thought she was
seen him
walking
do
like
that?
Aerosmith.
And Run
I've never
DMC.
seen him do that.
I've never seen him do
We've
that.
never
Okay,
seen you do
He's
okay.
lying to
Have
us.
you seen Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yes.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Great movie.
And they
Okay.
got Kevin Costner.
Have you
It's
seen
got Dave
Spaceballs?
Yeah.
It's got Dave,
Spaceballs
Dave
is
Chappelle in
great.
there too.
Okay, I just have to back on. I have to check. 'Cause
Because Young Frankenstein though is
That don't
like-
even sound cool.
All
dude.
right, I got a fun fact for y'all.
All right.
To backtrack just slightly back to the Goonies, right? Did y'all know that the Goonies and Back to the Future occurred on the same day of Saturday, October 26, 1985?
I did not.
The exact same
you
day.
made that shit up.
I did not.
no, it's actually in the newspaper when the family breaks out of jail.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yep,
is.
it's on the newspaper,
It
and then
is,
it's
that's
on the
right.
front when he goes back in time the first night, October 26,
So,
1985.
I bought the trilogy.
Same day.
I bought
Were
the.
y'all even born then?
Hey, those are some of
Yes,
my
yes,
favorite
I
movies,
had
though.
been born.
Back
yes,
to the
Back
Future.
to the
is some of my
Future is
favorite
really
So,
underrated.
I bought the
Really
trilogy.
underrated.
I didn't know till I sit down and watch trilogy. It all occurs on one night.
Yeah, they're going back and forth trying to
Back
get
and forth.
to
Yeah.
It's
the
all
right place.
one night.
Oh no, I knew that.
I didn't. I had
It was great though.
because I've never sit there and watched them in a series.
But I gotta say, I've never sat down and go, Sam, let's watch all of these Back to the Futures.
Look, I've sat down. You talk about marathon. I've sat down. And I've watched every Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
In
we've
sequence.
In a row.
done that a couple times.
I've sit down and watched all the Lord of the Rings.
All
I've
6
watched.
of them are just three on three.
At my house, we'll have
Three
a
and three.
Saturday, and we'll
Okay.
wake up, and we'll start a movie at 10 a.m. and we'll watch as many.
Now,
of them
I've
till-
watched-
Marty's like,
I can't do that.
all the
We
Toy
can.
Stories. Being the
Yeah,
kids
I
to
know.
sit down and watch all the Toy Stories.
Nothing wrong with it. I just
no,
gotta be
you
outside.
just can't be that.
Toy Story
still
3 is
that
the
long.
saddest.
I know exactly why you couldn't.
Yeah.
When they're getting in that pit, about
I
to go
w-
down.
Oh yeah.
I watched like all of Top Gun at the same time.
Oh, Top Gun 1 and 2.
Has anyone seen the
Nice.
new one? I haven't seen.
Oh,
that.
it's
Fantastic.
freaking awesome.
It's it might be better than the
It's
first.
on Prime,
It's
dude.
awesome.
It's
Somebody said I haven't
every
seen it.
bit as good
The,
as
the first one is canon, but the second one is better.
Dude, it's
I don't
good.
know.
It's good.
It-
They're both.
they're
really good.
close.
They're good.
I think
the
the
first
first one
one's is
the
like-
first one sets canons, which makes it legit. But
Yeah.
the second one is better.
We're on movies pretty hard, but Days of Thunder was a
That's
good
a
one.
movie.
Oh yeah.
That's a good movie.
They didn't
I
make
did.
it
I
that
did
way.
get to meet Robert Duvall.
Nice.
Who's that?
Ate lunch with him.
I'm just kidding.
He was also in Gone in 60 Seconds.
So
Actually, Robert Duvall is like the
That's a
dude.
good movie.
so
Yeah.
in a little known fact, in what was the movie they filmed in Earl? Family
Elvis.
thing.
Family,
A
family,
family
something
thing. A
other.
family
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Robert Duvall based his character off of our grandfather, Doug Manchester.
No, he did.
Yes.
Really?
He was walking bow
Maybe
legged.
walking
So
by
if I'm not sure how one thing led to another, but they sit down at Doug's house with and recorded Doug just telling stories,
Hey, I've
and
got.
they took it to Robert Duvall, and that's how he based his
I've
character.
got-
Was that the name of the movie though?
A family thing, I think so.
Really?
that's
I can't
Yeah, that's
remember. I can't
So
remember.
I've
that-
never seen the movie.
So that's how I met Robert Duvall
Jamie.
at the Earl Fire Department Fish Fry. Robert Duvall came over to hang out my grandpa Doug, and we all went to the fish fry together.
Hey, if you'd have just
That's
let
awesome.
some people touch you with that, you could have been a child star.
Jamie, I've got a guy from World War II you got to listen to. You can make Donnie listen to it tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it on the air, but he's freaking awesome. There's a guy I ran across the other day. I'm going to text it to you after the show.
All right, bet.
I can't remember his name or I'd tell everybody.
Yeah, it's a family thing. I just checked it.
Can't be
With-
any
with
worse than what
James
we
Earl
listened to
Jones.
this
Oh,
morning.
no, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
I remember
good.
the
This
movie, but I
dude's
didn't
good.
think that was the
It's
name
really
of it.
good.
Family thing.
Man.
He based the
Damn.
character
Fun
off
facts.
Grandpa Doug. That's
Man.
cool.
That's awesome.
So, what movie do you not want your kids to see?
Ever?
Ever?
Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, jeez.
That's probably like considered mainstream.
ever. Like,
That made me think
like
of
a
an
mainstream
ad.
movie that. Yeah.
That made me think of an ad I saw today. Can I tell you all about it?
Sure.
I can't
So
think
it's
of nothing.
it's a short woman. What's the proper word? Midget? Or
Midget.
No, a small person.
Small person. So it was a small
It's,
person. and
it's Mac. He's a small person.
she's a movie industry person. Know what I'm saying?
Adult.
So she has 2 female parts,
Oh.
and she uses one for the industry and keeps the other one a virgin.
Hmm.
She has
That's
2
pretty
female
impressive.
parts, keeps one for the industry, and one of them's a virgin one.
Yeah, I'll probably be like.
So are you a
searching on
virgin if
Google.
you
I'm gonna still be thinking about this tomorrow.
Oh, you like to Google it, Marty?
It's,
yeah,
it's,
I know what we were trying
You have
to
to
say.
Google
it's
it.
interesting, right?
Actually, Jamie probably has seen that movie before.
I don't know.
What are you drinking out of, Jamie?
Skull.
Skull. Yeah.
That's our life in the patio.
You sucked his eyeballs out, Jamie.
I did.
That's
Good-
what she said.
Good buddy
Yeah.
of mine.
But I don't know. Movie I don't want my kids to see. I'd say like basketball. I enjoyed that as a kid.
Basketball.
Why would you
Why
not
would you
want
Why would you
them
not want
to
them to
see
see
it?
that? It's
Uh,
good.
Xander would love basketball.
He probably would, but Josie would not. I would not want my.
It's like,
I would not want my.
I wouldn't want my kids to see Orgasmo.
Oh yeah, I want to
You
see.
remember
Orgasmo?
Orgasmo?
Yes, I want to see none
You
of
ever seen
that.
Orgasmo?
But I can't remember what his
Unfortunately,
costume
I think I
looked
have.
like. Yeah.
All right, Gary,
With
you
Show
and
the Boy.
Jamie and Sam and I were just flipping through Amazon one night, and we happened across.
What was the name of that?
It was the Evil Bong.
oh,
Bong
There's
versus.
a whole series of like 10 movies of Evil Bong. Then there's Evil Bong versus Evil Gingerbread Man or something like
Yes.
that. Remember that? It's all on
Yeah.
Amazon. Check it out. Evil Bong. And it is like, B's not even the right word for it. It's like D movie. But
what's your favorite B movie? Mine is a slam dunk. It's
Go for it.
Army of Darkness.
Oh,
That's a B
Yeah,
movie?
that's
Oh,
Army of
absolutely.
Darkness is good.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's a B movie.
Killer Clouds from Outer Space. Yeah.
look, the Sharknado ones are pretty. I like them.
That might
can't
be a
even-
C.
I
That
can't
might be
even
a-
think of a
Could
B
be.
movie right now.
Hold on, does
Oh, what's the one with the where the semi trucks have faces, or the one the bad
I've
guy?
never
has-
I don't
even
think
heard
that,
of that one.
that's
But
that's
the semi trucks are
Overdrive.
alive.
Transformers.
Overdrive?
Maximum Overdrive, but that's not a B movie.
It's not
Had
Transformers.
Emilio in it. Emilio
Hey, you know
Estevez
what?
in
That
it.
still feels like a
Movies
B
that our
movie.
kids need to watch, all the Smoking the Bandit movies.
Tombstone.
They need to watch Tombstone.
Yeah.
That's a movie
Tombstone.
that all
Wyatt
of our
Earp.
youth. Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
All of those from that genre. 8 Seconds. You remember 8 Seconds?
What's your favorite Western?
Wow.
Oh.
Boy, Tombstone.
Okay,
What's
so
the,
this is
the
a
young,
tough one.
The Young Guns.
Mine is Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
That's so good.
Tombstone's really good.
That's so good.
That's a question for my dad. Though. He knows
Who's
all.
decorated their bar with my friend? That scene right there.
Man, dude, Tombstone, though. I mean,
Tombstone's
it's
great.
Tombstone
campy.
hard to beat.
It's campy, but, dude, the Doc
good.
Holliday, or was it Doc?
Oh, what's the one?
Doc Hollywood.
That's what she said.
Doc Holliday plays a really good character in
Man, that is.
Doc Holliday
He
plays a
is-
very good Whiter.
he is
Or
Doc
not Whiter.
Holliday.
What's his name?
I'll be
he
your
is Doc
Huckleberry.
Holliday.
We're all mixed
I'll
up.
be your
Yeah, I know.
Huckleberry. All
Doc
right,
Holliday plays a good Val Kilmer.
Gary's on the Google machine
I'm
over
looking
there.
at. I forgot the name of it.
He's googling his favorite movie.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Brokeback Mountain.
I was looking at it.
That's
Have you,
the
ever
worst.
watched, have you ever watched that?
No.
My
You
mom-
have, haven't
True
you?
Grit. I like True Grit.
Hey, my mom and
I watched the
dad
play.
one night. My dad
I'm
loves
just kidding.
the play.
Live action?
My dad loves westerns.
Animated.
My dad loves western movies.
My
They
grandpa
were flipping
does, too.
through one night, and Brokeback Mountain had just come on. So he stopped. He has no idea what it is. It looked like a western to him. He started watching it. Man, you should have heard the cuss words coming out of that man's mouth when they hooked up in the tent or whatever.
Did they actually show it?
And my mom was like, "I'm watching this," and he's
I've
like,
never watched
"Turn that off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never seen it, but I
That
had a
mess
guy
was
tell me
funny.
there's a scene where like one of them's behind the other one, he spits in his hand. I was like, you ain't got to tell me nothing else, dude. You just stop right there.
The Western went south, huh?
Yes, it went south.
Badood poop.
It went below the Mason-Dixon line.
You know what? You should, if you're really wild, you snot rocket in your hand.
That'd probably be more effective.
Really
All right, y'all are getting way off in ditches. Father Fortenberry, let's take some parting words. What you got going on?
You know what? I'm gonna say this: them hogs are tearing it up on the
That's what
recruiting
she
trail,
said.
on the recruiting trail, and on the transfer portal. You know what? Cal, give them hell, baby. I love it.
DW, a little parting word for the Pationians.
I gotta leave y'all again for a couple weeks because work called. One day I'll be back regular.
Gary.
I wish all you guys out there good luck this weekend on the Derby. Pick the horse. You know, maybe the 4-horse because it's May 4th. May the 4th be with the 4-horse. I don't know, but maybe it will be.
Marty.
I ain't got nothing. Just watch it, man.
All right, folks. Look, thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button. Go subscribe to us. Tell everybody about us. Look, we hit 300 subscribers. Quite proud of. We are going to do a big live, but it may not be in the next few days. As a matter of fact, it's not going to be, but we're going to hit there soon.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate it.
Come on and hit that like button, everybody. But live from the patio, we out of here.
We gone.
Peace.